Good afternoon. This is Bridget with the National Weather Service in Slidell with your Sunday weather briefing. Summer weather is here. That means we'll be having your isolated pop-up shower and thunderstorm here and there, along with warm temperatures every day through the middle of this week. However, starting this weekend, it looks to have a potentially weather-heavier rain pattern setting up. And of course, tomorrow is June 1st, which means that's the beginning of the official hurricane season. At the end of this, I'll go through a few preparedness slides to make sure you're ready for this year's hurricane season. First off, just the weather forecast for the next couple days in a few selected places. Basically everywhere is 90s every day, chance of thunderstorm. The high temperatures this week look to be in the 90s, with the heat indices being in the low to mid 90s, which is about what we would normally see at this time of year. Moving forward to this weekend, tropical moisture coming in from the Gulf looks like to be setting up a possible heavy rain pattern starting this weekend. The timing is still a bit vague right now since it's so far out, but as we get closer, we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But for now, we're thinking it's going to be wet. Moving on to the tropics. Currently, we do have Tropical Depression Amanda that's over southeastern Guatemala. That is expected to weaken. However, the remnants will be moving into the Bay of Campeche, which the conditions there do appear favorable for new developments to come off the remnants of Amanda. So because of that, the National Hurricane Center has a moderate chance of a tropical system forming off of that. The good news is, as of right now, at least through the midweek, we are not expecting any impacts here in southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. However, there may be some heavy rain coming in at the end of this week. Since the beginning of the hurricane season is starting tomorrow, I just wanted to go over a few things about hurricane preparedness. Hopefully that's a review for most of us, but it doesn't hurt to freshen up on this as we move into the 2020 hurricane season. There are several hazards associated with hurricanes, including storm surge, freshwater flooding, damaging wind, and tornadoes. And each of these, make sure you know what your plan is and how you're going to act, how to protect yourself, your family, and your property. It's really important to be ready for this year's hurricane season. I know it's pretty much tomorrow, but today is a good time to check your plan, check your supplies, make sure everything's ready to go should a hurricane threaten our area, and should you need to evacuate, make sure you and your family have ways to get out safely and a place to stay until it's safe to come back here. If you don't already have a plan, I would strongly encourage you to make one, along with having a supply kit so you can have the necessities you and your family need. I have a list here of items that are commonly included for basic disaster supply kits. Additionally, you might want to consider having your prescription medications or having face coverings, as well as having food, water, flashlight supplies, first aid kit, and those kind of things that are the basics. I also have a couple links up here that you can read more if you need to have a plan or if you just want to read more on hurricane preparedness. For the latest information on tropics, you can check our website at weather.gov/LIX or at the National Hurricane Center at hurricanes.gov. Additionally, you can always follow your trusted local sources such as your broadcast meteorologist on TV. That's all I have for now. Thanks for listening and have a good and safe week. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do that at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at NWS New Orleans.